Welcome. My name is Jose Quiroga. I am a research analyst with the Nevada System of Higher Education, or NSHE, and today we'll be talking about the Native American fee waiver. Who is eligible, what is covered, how to apply, and finally, who to contact with any questions or help through the application process. First of all, who is eligible? We'll be going through the requirements of eligibility for this program. Eligibility requirements for this program are laid out in legislative statute and in the Board of Regents handbook. The requirements for this program are for a student to be admitted to an NSHE or Nevada System of Higher Education institution, to have been a resident of Nevada for no less than 1 year, to show proof of membership or proof of descendancy of a member of a federally recognized tribal nation, all of part of which must be located within the state of Nevada. A student must also be enrolled in a program leading to a certificate, associate, bachelor's, master's, doctoral, or professional degree, must complete the free application for federal student aid, also called FAFSA, and must have earned a minimum 2.0 GPA during the immediately prior semester or term for which the waiver is requested. This waiver may be applied at any of the 7 degree-granting institutions within NSHE. These are the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, the University of Nevada, Reno, Nevada State College, College of Southern Nevada, Great Basin College, Truckee Meadows Community College, and Western Nevada College. It's important to note that each of these institutions have their own admission requirements and deadlines. So it will be important to contact the institution that a student is planning to attend. At the end of this presentation, I will have contacts for this program who you may talk with to go over all deadlines and requirements. To qualify for the fee waiver, a student must be a resident of Nevada for no less than 1 year. And if the student qualifies for this waiver, they will also qualify to be a resident for tuition purposes, and therefore be charged in-state fees. A student who already qualified as a resident for tuition purposes or is a Millennium Scholar may have already submitted the required residency documentation. The registrar's office will review and contact the student if they don't have sufficient evidence to support their residency requirement. There are cases where a student may have qualified for resident for tuition purposes, or may be a Millennium Scholar, but did not have 12 months of residency in Nevada, and therefore will not qualify for the waiver. Another eligibility requirement is proof of membership or descendancy. A student must meet one of these 2 requirements, either proof of membership by submitting a tribal card or similar documentation from the tribe or nation, or proof of descendancy, which must come from the Bureau of Indian Affairs or the student's tribe or nation. A certificate of degree of Indian blood is an example of acceptable documentation for proof of descendancy. The fee waiver may be used by a degree-seeking student, which includes a certificate of achievement, an associate degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree, doctoral degree, or professional degree. To be eligible for the fee waiver, a student must remain degree seeking throughout the time they are using this fee waiver. Completion of the FAFSA is required annually. It's advisable to complete the FAFSA as soon as you're able to each year. The FAFSA is always available October 1st of each year for the following academic year. For example, the FAFSA for the 2022-2023 academic year open on October 1st of 2021. Be sure to include the college or university for which you are applying, and it's important to note that this application is free, and you should never pay money to fill out the free application for federal student aid, and it is available at studentaid.gov. The final eligibility requirement is a grade point average of 2.0 for the semester for initial and continued eligibility. This GPA is for the semester or term, not the cumulative GPA. Now, a student who has prior attendance and a low GPA may attend without the waiver for a fall or spring or summer semester or term to reinstate eligibility and become eligible for the waiver. Although the waiver may not be used in summer term, summer GPA does count toward eligibility. Now that we have gone through all the eligibility requirements, next we'll discuss what is covered by the fee waiver. This fee waiver will pay for registration fees, laboratory fees, and other mandatory fees not covered by federal education benefits. Federal education benefits include the Pell Grant, Federal Supplemental Opportunity Grant, Teach Grant, and other veterans or military education benefits. What is not included as a federal benefit and therefore will not be subtracted from the value of the waiver are student loans, tribal education grants or scholarships, Millennium Scholarship, Silver State Opportunity Grant, or other institutional scholarships and grants. You will also notice that this slide does not have the word tuition on it, and that is because in-state students are not charged tuition. They are instead charged the fees called registration, lab, and other miscellaneous mandatory fees. And a student who qualifies for this waiver will automatically be an in-state student for tuition purposes. Now that we have discussed eligibility requirements and what is covered by the fee waiver, we'll next discuss the application process. You may find the NSHE Native American fee waiver application at nshe.nevada.edu under NSHE forms. This application will have everything on it that is required to apply, and it is submitted to the institution designated office, which is listed at the end of the application. If you're continuously enrolled every fall and spring semester, only one application is needed. However, if there is a break in enrollment, you may need to resubmit the form. And finally, we have designated fee waiver coordinators at each institution. These coordinators are your best contact for questions about the program, how to apply, eligibility, or anything else where they may be of assistance. Thank you for listening to this presentation, and have a good day.